I do all I can do. My
Yeah.
intention here is to help any other agents. And I always say that by my age, within a few years, I'm off the game. I'm not selling, buying homes anymore. I'm starting my retirement. So why not giving back to my community? And you know what? This part of my life, as soon as I start giving, I'm getting a lot more back. Like I'm receiving more when you try on your own to get things, to receive things, well, it's limited. When you start giving away, unlimited resources come back to you. So this is the secret in this world. Anytime you open your arms and give, you will receive in an overwhelming manner. And that's amazing how much I'm receiving because I start giving. But that's life. Vlad, I'm glad you joined us here. Vlad is one of the experts in marketing, experience also in real estate. He's very familiar with what's going on with the world of real estate. And this
Mhm.
morning, I thought maybe I call up Vlad to come and join us and share with us anything he knows about real estate marketing and how he can find more leads with the most reasonable price. So Vlad,
Okay.
without further ado, you take over and tell us what you have here.
Thank you, Ashton. Thank you for inviting. I'm still learning. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning since 2013, just step by step. And mostly my focus was on new construction. Yes, I was exposed a bit to resale, but mostly was helping agent brokerages build their own new construction, new homes. I bought two new homes myself, so I've been through that experience and I understand the pain and what people going through and agents and the process and dealing with all that, everything in between. So on this presentation, we'll just focus on strategy testing and the most fundamental stuff that can make you more leads, quality leads, and cheaper leads. And there'll be some work involved, but let's dive in. Oops. Okay. So there's only four core ways to get these leads: warm outreach, cold outreach, post free content, and run paid ads. In this presentation, I won't touch any warm outreach or cold outreach. Ashton covered these things many times in the previous webinars and presentations. So in this one, we'll just focus on two bottom layers: post free content and run paid ads, and how this can help you do better and do cheaper and do faster and more productive. So three components of any piece of content is hook, retain, and reward. And you probably can see that when you're scrolling any of your social media or any of your TikTok, Reels, Facebook, whatever. You see what you get engaged to, you see why you're staying, why you're looking into it. And you should keep the same mindset, the same philosophy towards content you're gonna produce for your audience. So consume and reward loop. We want to give them a reason to stay and focus on your video, on your content, on something that you're sharing. So it has to be value. It has to be a reason for them to stay with you. And another important topic is to let them stay as long as possible on your video, on your content, on whatever you're sharing their value, so they get the attention. There's many ways how to keep the attention. We can at any point we can dive that in a future presentation or discussion. But you can also watch other content creators, other editors, see how they do it and what they do it and what hooks you and what keeps you paying attention and stays on the video. Sometimes it's a background, sometimes it's some like open-ended questions that you want to find the answer, but you just have to stay till the end or till the middle of the video to get the answer to the specific topic. And then you get the reason to get that reason to satisfy. And give me a second. So what we have to do, get them to notice your content. And this is something where you have to spend time and do a little bit of research and understanding your audience, what to do. To get their attention, you have to know their pains. You have to know what they're dealing with, what their fear is. Like I assume, like you, most of you dealing with resale and listings. So let's say keep an eye that you want to focus on first-time home buyers. So what their pains, what they're like. A lot of them are not educated enough. They don't know where to start, what to do, and in the first subject line, in the first few seconds of your video, whatever content you're creating, just give them that answer, like pinpoint them that you have a solution, you know the pain, you know the problem they're dealing with. If you're not sure, you don't know which type of problem they're dealing with, it's always a good option to go and ask your past clients, go to ask your family relatives who've been through the process of buying their first home. And probably you yourself being in the same shoes where you got your first home at some point in Canada. So you can just go back in the history and try to realize what was the problems, what I was dealing with, what did that agent that helped me buy my first home, did he address all the fear, concerns, and problems? So this could be a hook. This could be a hook for subject line, for any of your ads, for any of your messages, video content, whatever you're publishing out there. This could be a hook, and try to test as many as possible. Retain retention. So make sure like you're not watering your content. Make sure you're giving facts, you're giving the answers. Don't have to stretch it like too long. If you have enough value for 30, 60 seconds, short video, short email, that's totally enough. If there's value, they will like it, they'll stay, they'll click on it, they'll reply to you, etc. And at the end, just satisfy the reason for them. Give them something in return. Give them the answer. Give them some tips. As Ashton likes to say, like give them some lead magnet. Give them some value. Provide them with something, so they want to follow you. They want to stay with you. Maybe they want to share their email, etc., phone number. So give them some reason. I know it's not going to happen on the first video, first email. You'll have to try 10, 50, 100 times, but eventually you'll get there. You'll get better with every little step. Jump to the next one. My suggestion, use the social media you're familiar with. Whatever you're using, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Reels, whatever you use, pick one or two maximum so you can focus and post your content there. And I always share agents, telling agents, don't share just your listings, just whatever you're selling, whatever you sold. It's not what people are looking for, and it's too boring. Just share something about yourself so they're familiar with you. They know what you're doing. They know like what type of person you are. You'll be surprised, like 6 months later, they'll call you and they feel like they know you. They never met you, never met them, you never talked to them, but you get the feeling they know you, they know everything about you because you've been sharing, you've been telling, and you got that remote, I would say personal touch, but it's like virtual personal touch. If you decide to be not sure about the platform, like you pick one of the social media platform, try to add YouTube slowly. Like I know Ashton saying it's a lot, and I've seen a lot of success for other agents. YouTube is a great platform to generate free leads. It's an evergreen content. If you're providing a value, it will stay there. People will go, people will return there, people will message you, call you from those values that you shared on those platforms. A lot of people like I just want to share from my personal experience dealing with agents. A lot of agents trying to build this brand, to build this like gigantic empire of investment and wealth, etc., etc. But in reality, people want another person on the other side. People want someone they can talk, someone they can share their fears, pains, and they want you to be honest and transparent with them. So don't jump into build some empire and some build brand, some build a big company. Just be yourself, be real, attract those people, and everything else will follow. Uh, on a side note, when you're just starting, when you're not sure what to do, put as many content as possible. Put like all the platforms, pick 1, 2 platforms as I mentioned before, and post as much as possible. I know you won't be able to post every day. Try to do stories if you can. If you're not sure what to say to on a video, what to share, try to share some stories. See what people are replying. Stories disappear in 24 hours. That's the easy part. Try to see what people like, what they engage to. You can see analytics on each of the platform. Are you sharing stories? Is it TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? You can see what people resonates to. And after that, after you got comfortable on the camera, try to do maybe reels, videos like you can post and they can live there on your platform, something to provide the value. The more you post, the better, the easier we'll get down the road. And by the way, if feel free to interrupt me if anything, because each slide will be going to slightly different topics and directions. So if you have questions, just bring it up or keep it till the end until we're done with the presentation. So we discussed the free stuff, free content, free posting, how to get leads, how to get emails, how to test these things. Now let's do a bit for people who not sure, like have money but don't have enough time. A lot of people I'm talking to, a lot of agents are terrified or not sure, scared of running ads. And I know it always feels very unknown and very scary, but everything in life when you're doing the first time, it looks scary until you try it and you do it. If you have time, if you have energy, go to YouTube, just type something, how to run ads on Facebook or Google. In a few hours, you can learn a lot of fundamentals. And even if you have money to hire someone else to do these ads for you, I still suggest watch what's happening, how to measure it, how it works, so you understand when you're talking to another company or a team member, whoever is helping you, you understand what to measure and how to understand what's effective, what's working, what's not. If you have time, you can go and run some ads for yourself. It's not a rocket science. A lot of people do it, and just don't be scared to try it yourself. Four main problems with advertising. Knowing where to advertise. Always recommend use a platform you're familiar with. You use it. Your clients using, your family, whatever, friends. Something you're familiar. How the ad format working, how engagement, how attention working, how commenting, how DMs working. So use something that you're familiar with, something that you might benefit from using. Getting the right audience. So a lot of these things like targeting is not available in Canada, especially for social media ads. So it's only available on Google, YouTube ads. But the biggest trick and the biggest powerful tool you can use for targeting is your own copy and messaging. The way you address the message, the way you put your copy, your headlines, your call to actions, that's what gets the right audience in front of your advertising. And social media platforms. all these advertising platforms, they are smart enough to understand what type of people are clicking on your ads, and in a day or 2, 3 days, platform will readjust and show your ad exactly to the audience that you're trying to target. If you see like in a few days it's not the right audience, not the right people, it's probably time to change your messaging, change your headlines, change your creatives. So we'll jump into testing in a moment. Uh, Try to test different ads, making the best ad. Again, hook, promise, action. Always in like it's very similar to lead magnet. Action sharing ads working the same way. Promise them some value. Promise them some information that you're gonna share, you're gonna give right away after they share their email or phone number. Give them something they might want it to use. Try to come up with something creative. Try to again talk to your previous clients and see what was the value you provided to them. What was the most beneficial? Why did they do it with you? And the last one, getting permission to contact them. Most platform covers that. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they do that automatically. That's a requirement for Google. If you're running Google, YouTube ads, you just have to make sure landing page has a privacy policy and some copy that allows you to contact them after they submit the form or provide you with some of their personal contact information. I mentioned like talk to your clients about the fears and pains and experiences. So that's valuable. And I I can't stress enough how important is that to go back into that experiences when you talk to people and ask them why did they pick you? Why you? Why not someone else? What was that the thing that resonates? And you can use that to get more clients, to highlight why you can help, why you have that experience, why you, even if you're new agent, like you new agent, I had many conversations with people who bought their first or second home, and they said like sometimes these big brokerages, experienced agents, they don't have enough time for you. And if you're a new agent, you're smaller, you're doing less deals, you can highlight that to your clients, to your future clients, that I'm not dealing 100 deals per year or 200 deals per year. I'm doing less deals, but I'm focused on my clients. I'm focused on the time I spend time and money and attention to address all the pains, to find the properties, the deals they exactly want. I'm always available. I'm always on the phone. I'm just text away. So you can use your smaller influence to your benefit. And there's a lot of examples you can find out like just talking to your previous clients or that you helped in the past. Another way all of you probably have a database with emails. That's a golden foundation for you to test what's working before you run any paid ads. All you have to do is to segment your database in a few sections, in a few segments, and do A/B testing. I'm gonna jump about that in the next slide. Use before you run any ads, use all the insights from above. Talk to your clients, check what's working with your personal database when you're sending emails, what people resonate, what they reply to. Do they like the pricing? Do they like the location? Do they like your analysis that you provide? Do they like the stories that you're sharing? Like use that for your advantage for your ads. Because if people like that in your social media, in your email marketing, when you talk to them, like use that to your ads so you can provide the same value and the same message to people who new people who you never work with. Try that 100 times and you'll get better every time you doing it. About A/B testing for your emails. This is probably like the most important things of this presentation. And all of you have databases, and I work with a lot of agents who have big databases of emails, but the problem, all of them are sending the same email to the same database. You can get so many insights, so much value if you segment them or send them different emails, different subject lines. Don't test everything at the same time. Separate your database into 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, whatever is you comfortable, whatever you understand your audience. Maybe group A could be people you frequently talk to. You call them, maybe you did deal with them. Group B could be people who recently joined your list or recently follow up with you or recently downloaded some lead magnet. Group C could be the people who maybe never reply to you. They are real people, but they never reply to you. They never engaged with you. Try different subject lines to see what resonates with each group. And you don't have to send it to the whole database. You can pick up like 10% of your database, leave the 90% outside, test some subject line or copy in that 10%, and then whatever works better, whatever gets more open rates, whatever gets more clicks, test it on a bigger group. And every time you do the email, most of the email platforms, most of the CRM system nowadays have a A/B testing tool, and because it's critical, it just gives you so much insights and so much value. You I don't know if you're testing, but you should be testing it. It's a free tool. You already have it, and you should be testing every day, every week, whenever you're sending email. Whenever you're sending next email, come up with 2, 3 different subject lines and see what's working. Few tips about testing. Know what you're testing and why. So the biggest mistake people make, they testing too many things at the same time, and it's very hard to measure what's working. Focus only on one thing at a time. This week, I'm testing subject line. I'm testing this subject line for these listings. I'll come up with 3, 4, 5, 6 subject lines, and that's what I'm gonna test. Next week, you can test on the first sentence of first paragraph of the email copy. The next week, you can measure image. If you add any image or call to action, anything that visually appealing, put that for testing. Keep the copies, keep the subject line the same, but test the image, keep that. And it's exactly the same process and the insights you're gonna find out that you wanna implement in your paid advertising. Here you can test it for free and see exactly what's working. And then you take these insights and bring to your advertising platform. Focus on frequently sent emails. Okay, split your email list randomly. That's we covered. Like, yeah, you can split whatever. Like each person, each agent segments their database differently. So it's really up to you. There are no right or wrong questions. And wait at least 4 or 5 days to see the insights for the email. Unfortunately, not everyone's opening email right away. So wait a few days before you send, or like use different segments of the group to not to overlap two or three tests over the same time period. To track your results, take a notes what's working, why people click this. Yeah, see the analytics. See the analytics of your emails. Open rates are unfortunately a bit inflated these days because a lot of platforms and email systems open your emails ahead of user. So because the servers test if the email is not spammy and doesn't contain any harmful content. So you might see it's an open rate, but unfortunately people didn't open. It's just a server just checking for the safety. So click rate is more accurate. but open rate still could be a good guidance. And as I said again, do these tests every week if you can. Doesn't matter. It's a listing. You might think it's nothing important, but trust me, there's a lot of value you can learn just from changing simple subject line. When you get these insights from your emails, from your follow-ups, from your posting your content, bring this to your advertising campaign, because you wanna try the same hypothesis, the same philosophy in your ad campaigns. You've tested with your audience, it's working. You understand that it should be working better. Now it's time to test it and see in real world how it works. This is a basic campaign structure I suggest doing for everyone. Unfortunately, not everyone is doing the same. Most people just do campaign, one ad set, and one ad. But you should be testing. You should be testing because in a 2, 3, 5 days, you can see right away which ad is performing better, which one is getting more clicks, which one getting cheaper results. And there's so many ways to test these. I can't even stress enough. On the ad set level, you can target different budget. You can target different locations. You can target different pain points, different values to your clients. On ad level, you can be testing the same image. Depends where you do the test. It's the same applies to as we discussed email. Test one thing at a time. Don't test everything at the same time because you won't know like what's working and it'll be just conflicting results. One week you're testing one thing, another week you're testing something else. And even simple color change for your ad or simple call to action, download this PDF or download list of homes can change a lot. So I recommend testing, and don't stop. As I mentioned before, like there's there's 100 ways to test these campaigns. You will never run out of the ideas what to test because it could be from audiences to messaging to creatives to value to paint, whatever you're addressing. It could just be maybe you like audiences. One audience is in GTA, or maybe you're focusing Mississauga. The second audience in Brampton. Like you can test these things separately, parallel at the same time, and you will get results a lot faster than agents or whoever is testing just one ad and expecting the same results. You can be far way ahead, getting your lead cheaper if you do these tests. So yeah, this is just a quick summary that, like, from my experience, that a lot of people, majority of people are looking for some shortcuts, some advanced tactics without understanding the fundamentals. And fundamentals is you just have to do the hard work at the beginning. You have to understand your audience, you have to understand their pain, you understand what they resonate to, what values they're looking for, and you have to do it every time. You have to do it 100 times, 50 times, 200 times until you get to the understanding. And even with ads testing, like the platforms, social media platforms, advertising platforms, they change the algorithm almost every 6 months. It's not like you're gonna learn something and you're gonna forget it and you're done. Like it's constant work, it's constant testing, and you just have to adjust and realize that's the work you have to do to be at the top. Do the work that matters. A lot of this testing, I don't know if you guys familiar with the tool. It's if you go to Google and type ads library Facebook, and it'll open a window. It'll show you exactly, and you can put the brokerage name, you can put the agent name, and you can see exactly what each agent or brokerage, which ads they are running right now. Because it's available on Facebook, it's available on Google. You can see which ads people are running, because it's like some transparency policy, and we have to comply, and it's all public. But a lot of people make a mistake and they think that, oh, like this brokerage is running this type of ad and it's probably working and I should do the same. Unfortunately, we don't see all the work they did before they run this ad. It could be they've been running ads 3 months in advance and they already built the audience and now they're retargeting the ads. They sending a third or second or third message to that audience, trying to get or provide additional value or trying to engage them from different angle. And when we look at that specific time and point, we can see like, oh, they're doing this, and I can just go and repeat and do the same things, and it doesn't work for us. Unfortunately, like all these tasks, all these hard work are unnoticed behind the scene, but that's what gets you results in the end. Yeah, and just wanna quickly summarize, talking to a lot of agents every day, every week, and all agents saying, "Oh, I'm just missing this one little thing in my business. Everything is working perfect, but I'm just missing one little thing. I don't have cheap leads. I don't have cheap leads. I don't have quality leads." But in reality, it's just like one puzzle of 100 little things that it goes into this strategy. Like agent might think like, oh, like I have a website that gives MLS and provides a home search functionality. Yes, you do. Like a lot of agents have the same thing. Unfortunately, most people that I know, they still go to House Sigma, Zoocasa, and all other platforms because UI functionality is a lot better and nicer and easier to use. Agents complaining, oh, I have email marketing strategy and system, but it's just listing alerts. A lot of agents don't do enough follow-ups or calls, or door knocking, as Ashton keeps saying. You do these things until they say no to you. You call them, you follow up, you send them texts, you send them emails until they unsubscribe or tell you not to contact them. A lot of people digest this information, but they are not just mindset, as they are not ready to make a next step. Keep calling, keep following up, keep sending the emails, but until there is a story, there is a listing, there is a deal that resonates with them, and when they are ready to do the next step. Do social media posting. A lot of people are saying it's not working, I don't have time for that, but these days most of the leads, clients, prospects are quite educated. If they see your ad, if they see your listing, they actually go and check your social media. They see what you're doing, what value you're providing. So do these things. Don't be afraid to do video. Don't be afraid to post content, and don't be afraid to advertise your listings, your recent sales, everything. Can't stress enough how important to have reviews on your Google My Business, on your website, on your Facebook page. Do these things, ask your clients to provide reviews. It helps a lot, especially in Google search, in map search. Google shows these right away, especially if somebody's searching in your area. CRM automations, Ashton mentioned so many times, I'm not gonna repeat it. You running ads, you should be testing running ads. Your sphere of influence hears more from Zoocasa House Sigma than from you. That's another thing that people just don't provide value and don't share enough content for their leads. Let me know if I missed anything. And a lot of agents complaining this is so hard, this is impossible, like it's getting harder every year, leads are getting expensive, like But in reality, a lot of them don't do the hard work. A lot of them just trying to get this little tactic, like a little hack here and there, and try to do shortcut to not to do the hard work. If you do the hard work, if you do everything properly, from posting, from sending emails, from testing your subject line, to testing your ads, to provide asking for reviews from your clients, providing them with value and support, asking them questions you'll be far ahead of the competition. You might think it's getting harder, but in reality, if you do the work, you'll have a chance to stood out, and like most of the people won't do that work for as you did. Most people won't be able to follow and do the same steps. Just consistency, hard work, and you'll get there. Thank you. And if you have any questions, took a bit more than half an hour, 34 minutes.
All right.
But
Thank you very much.
happy to answer any questions. I'm also available at WhatsApp chat if you wanna ask me any questions. And yeah, let me know.
Great. Thank you very much for that, for sharing. Let me turn off the sharing here. If I can do that. Just bear with me.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, please. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining. I have a few points. If you have any questions, just get ready to throw it here. Now, some of the things that Vlad was mentioning, like at the beginning, he said hooking, hook attention. Pay attention to hook is not only the text. For instance, you can always say buyers pay attention to these 5 things before you buy a house. Okay, that's a hook. They wake up and say, what is that? What is that? I want to know. But also pictures. Pictures can create a beautiful hook. As you know, visual things attracting faster and greater than reading things. I remember a while ago, I had a webinar on investing in real estate, and I pointed out to disastrous situation that is a pain for investors. And I had to collage 2 pictures. One picture was half a burned house, and I collaged an image of a guy from the back that is standing and watching the house burn. And supposedly that was the homeowner. So you don't want to get to that disastrous situation. So the picture was talking by itself. So that's a great hook for attracting investors to come and listen to the webinar. Also, we were talking about CRM. If your CRM doesn't let you do the tracking, don't use that CRM because that's not powerful. I know KV Core to a certain point, like I'm following up, I'm checking to see which one of my clients opened the email I send them, and you can see that. So make sure your CRM also lets you know the tracking. Now, Vlad was also referring to testing your post in Facebook. The whole reason for testing is to increase your ROI. Remember, we are in a business that we are dealing with many things, prospecting, let's say door knocking, cold calling, anything that you do, like open houses, advertising. If you can come up with a way to increase your ROI, return on your investment, then you can excel and go faster. And we had few sessions in the past, webinars that we were talking about how you can increase your ROI, and that was very important. The other thing I wanted to share with you, be transparent, as Vlad mentioned. It takes you for a long ride with your clients. Just be transparent. Remember, your clients are not stupid. They think, they have brain. Many times, for instance, when we do follow-up calls, we are off, or we sit down and face to face, we ask them if they are considering selling their house themselves. Many agents are afraid, well, we give them an idea of selling the house themselves. They already have it. They already know it. They investigate more than you do, believe me. So just be transparent with them. This is part of the script, role play. Just go over it, give it to them. Ask them if they are planning on selling it themselves. So be transparent with them. And in terms of budgeting, we are living in a complex world. We're not 50 years ago. Things are not as simple as before. So even if you have a rental um, um, sales, just grab 10% of whatever you make and put it back to the market for generating more business for your business. You have it. You cannot take 100% of your commission and put in your pocket. That won't work with a business. I think that was the thing I wanted to bring it up. Any question here? So if I pass the test, you all can answer my questions. I had a note here in terms of budget. We are living in a world that has a lot of noise, that's advertising. That's why agents say, well, it's tough to be agents now, we don't make money. Well, because you're not living 50 years ago. When Mike Ferrier started long time ago, the things were more straightforward. Of course, the computer wasn't even around the way we use it right now. Computer came, technology came, AI came, lockbox, we didn't have lockbox. We had to drive, if you had 5 showings, you have to drive to the head office, to the listing office, grab the key, come, show the house, bring the key back, go to the next brokerage, grab the key, go show the second house. It was complicated, but we made the things simple. But at the same time, there are so many simple things we put together that makes it complex. So complexity of the society we have is one of the issue, one of the reason agents say it's tough to survive as a real estate agents. So more you embrace this kind of changes, you dive into that full-hearted, better would be your performance. So I encourage all of you to not stay away from all this technology. If you're not the master and you're not supposed to be, just outsource your plan to someone else. For instance, I have no time for my Facebook ad. I pass it on to an expert to do it for me. I don't have any time to do my posting on Instagram. I give it to another person to do it. I'm focusing on selling, handling my clients, having face-to-face relationship with them. I leave this technicality to some other people. Now, if you don't have that kind of budget, that's okay. Just do one small thing. And then when their business start rolling, give the second task to second person. If you don't have budget for video editing, well, you do a small things. You do minimal editing, or you record it the way that you don't need editing. And I do that all the time. I grab my cell phone and I do it few times until I have the video ready to go. I don't need editing. So you can start doing those basic things, and that would help you. Any other question?
Yeah, that's important that you mentioned. You have to do some trade-offs. If you don't have time, you have to outsource. And if you don't have budget, you have to find the time to do that. That's just the nature of business. And these trade-offs will be following you all your life, and you have to do this adjustment as you build your business.
Very true. So put your focus on the first thing that is important. That's prospecting. Go as much as you could do prospecting. If you have 5, 6, 10 leads, active leads, believe me, money is the solution to all of your problem in real estate. If you have no money, you're crawling on the floor. You have a hard time. But when you have money, which is coming from prospecting, from meeting more people, connecting with them, signing the contract, show them homes, and finish with the closing, the money start pouring, then that would solve many of your problem. But you have to create a healthy business, and money is the center of it. But what leads to money is prospecting. So before you do prospecting, go after your mindset. create a machine, a mindset that is doing nothing but prospecting and dedicate certain times every single day. The day that you don't prospect is the day that you shut down your store, you close, and you went home. There's no clients walking to your store. So make sure your store is always open every single day.